but for signal today, but we are live from the Dunkeld area. I'll just turn this round so you can see how nice the place is. Anybody who's coming in to look in. Beautiful, just walking up from the Hermitage. Live streaming a bit as we go. Look at the leaves, look at the colour. Ugh. Just checking out a route for a future group. And it's just as well we did the recce walk today because we found two problems on it, and both of which we have managed to surmount, managed to overcome these, ready for the actual walk. So the walk will be changed slightly in view of what we found. One was a bog and one was a very difficult gate. Okay for us, but for a group going through, not a good idea. So I'll do a bit of this if I can keep up. That's a little climb up again. We're heading for lunch. And lunch this time we think we'll be back at the car rather than finding somewhere. It's a bit damp today. It's been drizzly earlier, but it kind of dried up. But everything's wet. We always carry a sitting mat with us, polyurethane or something, plastic mat to sit on. That's all hikers tend to do, by and large. Ugh. But anybody who arrives in within the next 5 or 10 minutes, you'll be treated to some beautiful views of waterfalls, raging waters gushing down from the hills, making a lot of noise. One part is also called Rumbling Bridge. For that reason, the water rumbles through. So here we are. So anybody looking in, please do click a like so you know you're there. And of course, if you want, you can click a subscribe if you think you'll like to look at live streams from hills and glens. There's where we are. If you want to see, I'll let you see where we are.
Continue straight for 240 meters.
Maybe I'll switch off my navigation assistant. So that's where we're going, down towards a bit called the Hermitage. Maybe it's Hermitage, but Hermitage. The Bran path to the Hermitage. I don't know if you can read that, if the picture's okay to read it. If you can read it, click me a like and I'll know that you can read it. If you like this kind of thing, I'll put this back to not zoomed in. That's better. If you like live streams, have a look at my channel. You'll find a playlist just full of live streams for you. Even one from Saturday. In fact, yesterday. 2 from yesterday at least. Yesterday's ones were from a churchyard famous for having martyrs buried in it, Covenanter martyrs. So if you know anything about Scottish history, that will mean something to you. If you don't, have a look at the live streams or have a look at my channel. I have a Covenanters playlist which will tell you quite a bit about the Covenanters and the battles. Yeah, no likes yet from anybody. Never mind. Not nice enough yet, is it? Maybe it'll be nicer down at the waterfalls. Whoops. It's a little bit tricky here because of all the leaves and the fact that it's wet. So you have to be a bit careful, watch your footing. I will say something, I'm absolutely starving and looking forward to getting back to the car. So anybody looking in, please say hello. Say hello and where you're looking in from. I get viewers from India, USA, Australia, Philippines, even Glasgow, in Scotland, which is where we are. So if you like live streams, yeah, click a like. Excuse me. I find that one of my ankles is giving me some trouble as well. So if I go ouch, ouch now and again, it's because my right ankle is giving me pain. Colours are nice, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful.
Turn left along the path.
It says I'm going left along the path. But it's not really. I don't know why it says that. Okay, if you hold on 1 second, you'll see a raging torrent.
In 10 meters, turn left along the path.
I think I need to switch this thing off. Yeah. Hi, monkey. Thank you. We're at near Dunkeld in Scotland. It's kind of north of Perth, if you know what that is. Very picturesque area. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing today. I would not like to walk down there because that could be slippy enough to fall in. But we'll go to the bridge and look over. And if you like waterfalls, do click me a like, somebody. Not a soul has clicked me a like today, which probably means nobody has clicked a subscribe for me either. Let's have a look. Wow. Wow, look at that. Woohoo! Let's go to the other side and see where it's going. Wow! Hi Sebastian, thank you very much. That's quite something, isn't it? Whew. Magic, absolute magic. Want to see the other side again? Whoa. Let's go for it. Big. Biggest inspiration in life? Wow, that's a big question. Difficult one. I think I would have to include women in that.
You are heading in the wrong direction.
Oh, I'm going to have to switch this off. Yeah, women by and large take on a lot in life.
You are back on the route.
I think I'll switch this off. Tell you what I'll do. See if I can switch this off. Hey up. Yeah, when you think of them, mothers, wives, people say we're all the same, males and females are all the same. But we're not. Yeah, let's just try and switch this off. Right, if I disappear, I'll be back again shortly. So I'll try and switch this off without losing the live stream. We'll see if that works. Is that still there? That should be better now. Silence from the outdoor active navigator. Now you saw where I was walking before. I prefer that to walking on this. This is heavy weather, walking on tarmac all the time. Thank you very much. Monkey, that's good of you. And you left me a like as well. Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. And Patrick. Hi Patrick. Patrick Buchanan. Where are you looking in from, Patrick? You don't need to tell me if MI5 are looking for you, or Interpol. I'm of Elena. And Lena Sartorio. Looking in from where, Elena? Thank you very much for joining us. Much appreciated. Yeah, please give me a thumbs up if you would. Always appreciated to get a thumbs up. Getting a subscribe is also nice if you like to watch live streams or hill walking. I've got lots of good videos. Lots with drone shot. Did one really nice one last weekend. You should look at a Scottish castle by drone. It's brilliant. I'm very pleased with it. Whew. Wow. Whew. And see where we are. Right. That's the junction we're at now. The Bran path to the Hermitage, 1 mile to the Hermitage. That's where we're going. Right, it's heading away again. Hey, hi. People are very friendly on our walks. People generally say hello. Well, thanks very much, Monkey. Oh, Britain on a budget. How you doing, Rachel? How are things? You still working away? Saving up money to come back to UK? Or Great Britain, generally? We're having a nice day out. We're doing a recce walk today. Ah, you're in England, not far away, so it's easier for you to get to Scotland. Depending on how far away you are. If you're in Cornwall, it'll take you a while. Our hiking club generally goes to England, near the lakes anyway, once a year on a long weekend to do some hiking, and sometimes just for a day. What a lovely dog. Beautiful, beautiful. That's a beautiful dog. Don't want to engage too much because the chap's training it. Yeah. Always saving, yeah. Except when you come over here, then it's spend, spend, spend. Scones, scones, scones. Well, it was great fun the last time you were over, having that day out with you doing Glasgow. Great fun with Scott of Scots Land. Oh, there's a nice lot of fungus. That beautiful little bracket fungi. I like to see all of these things. That'd be quite a bench if you had that in your back garden. Oh, beehives. Oh, I didn't notice those on the way up. Donny has spotted beehives. Yeah, temperatures today about, I think the highest was going to be 14 Celsius. I don't know, you need to convert that. But 14 Celsius, so it's fine for walking. It's going to drop later on. Those are the beehives. It's going to drop later on. I think 6 o'clock tonight it's going to go down to about 5 degrees. So it's getting close to, freezing temperatures. It's interesting rock up there. A rock on a rock. You don't see a rock on a rock. Strange. I wonder if that was placed there deliberately. Yeah, it was a great day. Nice dinner at the end. Nice wander around the Botanic Gardens in Glasgow. One of my favourite places. I'll tell you one of my other favourite places in Glasgow, for anybody who's coming up this way, is the Riverside Museum, it's called. And people my age probably still refer to it as a museum of transport, because that's what it is. And it's just outside Glasgow a little bit. I think the first station or so, maybe second station out on the train. No distance really. You could walk to it if you've got an hour or less. Or you can get the subway to Govan, go off at Govan, and it's a short walk over the bridge, apparently, to it. As a con to my son, my younger son, who did it on Sunday, when a number of us met up at the Riverside Museum in the cafe. Yeah, that's what it's all right. It's 14, 16, that kind of area. It's once it gets above 20 and you're trying to walk in that, it's okay if you're walking on the level and you've got t-shirts and shorts, but if you're starting to climb, and today it's a little bit, well, as you can see if I show you over there, look how misty it is. It's been like that all day. And that gets a bit problematical because you need your waterproofs on just in case. So I've got waterproof trousers, waterproof jacket, and as a result you start to steam up a little bit when you go uphill. Different downhill. And here we go, Donny's holding the gate for me so I can carry on doing this. Doopy-doop, doo, doopy-doopy, doo, doo. Thanks, Donny. Lovely, thank you. Boom. Doopy-doo-doo. Lots of little bridges. Lots of little burns. In Scotland we call these small streams burns, as in first, second and third degree. Wow, look at this. I'll have a look at that for a view. Isn't that something? Gorgeous. So I was saying to people that we're heading back to the car to have lunch today. Quite often we just sit down wherever after about 2.5 hours or so, find a suitable place with logs or rocks or somewhere to put our feet down. Today we're just going to go back to the car. It's a bit wet and it's not far back. That's about our distance back again. So that's what we're going to do. And I've got some homemade bread. I've been trying to do sourdough bread. And the way you do sourdough bread is to start off getting wild yeast by just mixing flour and water, that's all, in a jar, loosely covering it, leaving it somewhere reasonably warm. Your living room does. And the following day you take half of it out and throw it away and replace it by some fresh stuff, flour and water. Mix it up, the following day the same, and then after about a week or so we should have some natural yeasts which have come from the flour and some natural bacteria, lactobacillus bacteria, and they provide the acidity, the sourness for sourdough bread. I don't know how successful I've been cultivating that, but I tried my first loaf last night. I cut it this morning, made a kind of sandwich, a couple of jam sandwiches out of it. It looks good, it looks the part anyway. Let's hope it tastes okay. The texture seems good. So that will be my lunchtime. And Donny happens to have some extra things. Donny has got some coronation chicken pies from Marks and Spencer's. And he always brings enough for two, so we end up sharing those. So quite often I end up back home still with my sandwiches intact to have a cup of coffee once I stagger in the door. Oh, people coming. Oh, afternoon. Hi. I was waffling away to myself. Okay. Time to go, I think. Yeah. So yeah, signal dropped. I don't think it's getting any better as we go deeper down into this gorge or glen. So it's maybe just time to say thank you to everybody for looking in and for chipping in with comments and for leaving me all those likes. Well, one, I've got one like. All those likes, one. And invite anybody looking in to subscribe to the channel, of course, if you think you like live streams like this and me rambling on about my homemade bread or whatever it happens to be. Then click a like and click a sub. Try to look at my video from Dumbarton Castle, which I made on Sunday. No, I made the week before. A week last Sunday. And some lovely drone shots. I did some great drone footage of it. I was really pleased. With some atmospheric music. And some history at the end when I start to tell you about things in the castle. So yeah, hi. So have a wee look. Yeah, thanks very much, Rachel. It's brilliant. Thanks very much for chipping in and having a look in. I'm going to pack in now. So, thank you. See you later.